We are looking forward to more beautiful weather on tap for your Thursday. However, tracking some big changes moving into this weekend. So let's talk about the next big thing. We are looking forward to some rain chances on the way through this weekend. And the good news is it's not expected to be a washout, but we will have multiple days in a row of some upcoming moisture. So we'll start off here with Friday. We're looking at some spotty showers and storms possible after 4 o'clock. So the bulk of our day should be dry, but the evening hours for Friday, we could be looking at some straight isolated shower and thunderstorm chances. Then we look ahead to Saturday, where things will be dry again pretty much all day. It'll be after midnight, extending into Sunday morning, that we see that potential rain chance for Saturday. Then we look ahead to Sunday, and we're looking at probably our best chance for some activity. This again, it stays more towards after midnight in terms of timing, extending into Monday. So kind of a 4-day stretch where we're looking at some shots at some moisture, some rain activity back in the region. And in terms of total rainfall amounts, much of the area could be looking at a decent drink of water, especially if you're sitting along and south of the Highway 14 corridor, and if you're kind of towards the I-35 region and further east. So kind of the southeast portion of southern Minnesota, the eastern half of Iowa, extending into southern Wisconsin. I'd say our local viewing area, we could be looking at totals anywhere from, say, 1/4 of an inch upwards of an inch, inch and a half on the high side. Notice, though, towards Decorah, Winneshiek, Elm-McKee counties there, potentially even as far east as portions of southern Wisconsin, could be looking at maybe some localized higher amounts upwards of 2 inches. And I've got to say that as we bring back that rain chance for this weekend, humidity making a big return as well. Very humid conditions on the way of Friday, extending into early next week. So take advantage of the comfy conditions that we'll see here for your Thursday. Tomorrow morning, looking ahead to temperatures into the 50s, 70s by the afternoon. A pretty seasonal day on tap for your Thursday. Here's a look at that 7-day forecast for Mankato. It stretches some 80s, pretty seasonal temperatures on the way for the next few days. Here's a look at that 10-day forecast for Rochester, monitoring those rain chances as we move into the weekend.
Storms coming in. We had storms in June, storms in July, storms in August now.
It's the trend.
It's a wet summer. Thank you, Sarah. Appreciate it.
We are looking forward to some more beautiful weather on the way for your Thursday. Take advantage of the lack of humidity tomorrow because things are changing heading into this weekend. Little sneak peek into your Thursday forecast as we track more sunshine and some comfortable conditions. Again, that low humidity and high temperatures into the upper 70s to low 80s. Very seasonal for tomorrow. I do have the first alert, though, to some upcoming rain chances this weekend. Your latest forecast details are next. And we are gearing up for another beautiful Thursday for the region. However, I have the first alert to some changing conditions and rain back in the forecast by this weekend. Your first alert details are coming up.
We're going to get a quick check on the weather with meteorologist Sarah Gannon out on our weather patio for us this evening. Sarah, how's it been out there?
Oh, hey there, Grant. It's pretty beautiful, very comfortable out on the weather patio this evening. All day today has just been so refreshing. We had high temperatures, slightly cooler than normal into those mid 70s. Beautiful sun, and the low humidity today was just fabulous. More of the same on the way for tomorrow as we track high temperatures to be more seasonal into the upper 70s and low 80s, but we continue with the low humidity and the sunshine tomorrow. However, as I alluded to to give you that first alert, we are tracking some upcoming rain chances this weekend. And with that, bringing the moisture, we do see that humidity returning to the region as well. So tracking more rain, tracking more humidity on the way. So I would say take advantage of those comfortable conditions tomorrow because things are changing this weekend. I'll have more details on your first alert forecast coming up. We continue to look forward to more beautiful weather ahead for your Thursday, tracking sunshine, seasonal temperatures in the upper 70s to low 80s. Also, another day with low humidity. Beautiful weather expected tomorrow. However, I have the first alert to some big changes this weekend, including our humidity levels and rain chances. Your first alert forecast is next. We have been enjoying some really beautiful weather in the area today and very comfortable with the lack of humidity. More of the same on the way tomorrow. However, some big changes by this weekend. Let's talk about the next big thing, and that is rain chances. First and foremost, we're looking at multiple days of some rain opportunities. Not a washout, though, so that's the good news. First round of rainfall looking to be tracking some spotty showers and storms after about 4 o'clock Friday afternoon. That will kind of be intermittent throughout the evening hours. Next round looking to be late Saturday. So the good news is you should be able to enjoy all of your outdoor activities throughout the day. On Saturday, rain chances holding off until after midnight, extending into Sunday morning. Sunday then, kind of a similar situation, but Sunday might be our best opportunity to see some shower and thunderstorm chances, mainly after midnight. And again, this will extend into the next day. So extending into Monday, looking at kind of those 4 days in a row of some possible rain chances. In terms of rainfall amounts for the area, a little varying depending on where you are. If you're closer to the Twin Cities, some lesser totals. However, if you're heading towards the far southeastern corner of the viewing area, a little further south or extending into Wisconsin, could be looking at some slightly higher totals. But in general, the vast majority of the area could be looking at totals ranging from 1/4 of an inch upwards of an inch, inch and a half on the high side. I will say, though, if you're closer to the Decorah area, Winneshiek, Almaquee counties, extending into portions of southern Wisconsin, maybe some isolated amounts upwards of 2+ inches possible. So a little bit more limited on those high totals. But as we look ahead to the weekend, we're tracking that rain. With the rain, we bring back humidity. So higher humidity levels on the way for Friday, extending into this weekend. So take advantage of tomorrow. One more comfortable day of low humidity is expected before we bring in the heat, or bring in the humidity and the rain this weekend. Tomorrow, beautiful day, seasonal temperatures into the upper 70s and low 80s. I'll look at that 7-day forecast for Mankato as we track out some nice conditions here. We'll monitor those overnight rain chances for the area. But again, 10-day forecast for Rochester, keeping an eye on multiple days in a row of some rain opportunities. Not a washout, but I think we should be able to get in a good drink of water for the area.
All right, Sarah, thank you so much. Appreciate it. We'll be right back.
We enjoyed a beautiful day today, comfortable temperatures, and I've got to say that humidity, absolutely fabulous. How low and how comfortable things felt today. High temperatures were roughly about 5 or so degrees below normal, highs topping off into those mid-70s. High is expected to be just a little bit warmer heading into tomorrow, where we track plenty more sunshine, temps seasonal into those upper 70s. And again, one more comfortable day with that low humidity. However, things changing heading into this weekend. I want to give you the first alert to those upcoming changes. We're tracking some rainfall on the way, and the good news is not expecting to see a washout. So your weekend plans should be able to go smoothly, mainly an overnight threat for those rain chances between Saturday and Sunday. We are, though, expecting with the return of that rain to welcome back higher humidity levels. So kind of a, something we're monitoring here heading into this weekend. So things to keep an eye on. But the good news is I think we should be able to enjoy our weekend plans.
Yeah, this temperature we've been dealing with here, very nice.
Yes.
Peaceful
yes.
for sure. Okay, Sarah, thanks. We'll see you.
Your first alert weather with meteorologist Sarah Gannon.
We have been enjoying some really comfortable conditions out there today. Temperatures a few degrees cooler than average, but it's the humidity, the lack of it, that we've been enjoying it so much. Things changing, though, heading into the weekend as we look ahead to the next big thing, and that is rain returning to the forecast. Looking at those upcoming rain chances, let's kind of put some timing here to what to expect. Between Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, some rain chances all possible for the area. Friday, we'll see that first round. Some spotty showers and some storms are possible after about 4 o'clock there. So more towards later in the day into the evening hours. Come Saturday, looking at a pretty dry day, but rainfall then looking to arrive after midnight, extending into Sunday morning. Then we kind of have a repeat situation heading into Sunday evening. This will probably be our best chance for some moisture, looking again mainly after midnight, extending into Monday for that chance for some showers and some thunderstorms. Some good moisture looking to be on the way as we track rainfall totals between the 4 days, anywhere from around 1/4 of an inch on the lower side, upwards as high as an inch to an inch and a half. We could also be looking at maybe some localized higher amounts towards the Winneshiek and Almaquee counties, potentially at about 2+ inches for some of those totals when all is said and done by the end of Monday. So a little more moisture on the way. And with that rain that we'll see this weekend, also we see the return of humidity. So looking to see dew points climbing into the 70s. Having to break out the muggy meter here just to visually show you we have one more comfortable day of low humidity for us here tomorrow. So take advantage of the great conditions because things looking a little bit more uncomfortable as we look ahead to Friday and this weekend, even extending into early next week, because with the rain returning, we bring back that humidity. A little crisp to kick off tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. We're looking at temperatures into the mid 50s. Upper 70s, some low 80s on the way for those afternoon high temperatures for your Thursday. Here's a look at that 10-day forecast as we look ahead to a beautiful day tomorrow. tomorrow. Bulk of Friday should be pretty dry before we bring in those straight shower and thunderstorm chances later into the afternoon and evening. And the good news is, even though we have rain chances late Saturday and late Sunday, we are looking at overall a drier weekend during the day part. Thankfully, then, able to squeeze in our weekend activities, but and then that overnight chance there for showers.
Yeah, I know in Chatfield they have Western days coming up, so celebrations like that, they want the rain at late night so they can get their fun in. All right.
There you go.
Thanks, Sarah. We'll see you again soon.
Let's take a look here at your 7-day forecast for Austin, Mason City, and Winona. Looking forward to a beautiful Thursday on the way. We are tracking high temperatures to be very seasonal into those upper 70s, some low 80s possible, widespread sun and low humidity. Take advantage of tomorrow and enjoy those comfortable conditions because things are changing this weekend as we track not only rain chances, but those humidity levels will be on the rise, expecting temperatures overall to stay relatively seasonal in the upper 70s to low 80s over the next 7 to 10 days. We'll be right back.
Camel.
Well, no camels in the 10-day forecast here, just some sunshine and low humidity for your Thursday. So get out and enjoy it because high humidity levels returning Friday into this weekend and early next week as we track, you guessed it by the icons, some shower and thunderstorm chances. The good news is it's not a washout over this 4-day stretch. We will have multiple rounds of some shower and thunderstorm activity. And the good news is for this weekend, not expecting rain during the daytime. It'll be more overnight events that we track.
Sounds good. Thank you, Sarah, and thank you for joining us. We often forget to say thank you, but you are so important to what we do. Thank you for making KTTC your trusted news source. Good night, everyone.